Alright, and what is up everyone? OG over here from PlayerEssence. Welcome to another PE live video that I have here for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this Saturday stream, this bonus one that I'm doing. Basically today has been pretty interesting. As many of you guys know, I'm doing a lot of different things when it comes to the channel. Had to go out and run some errands, do some stuff, but I decided that I'm going to try to get live streams to you guys on weekends as well, because I know a lot of you guys live overseas. Sometimes you have work Monday through Friday, so it's hard for you guys to watch the live streams. So I figured, like, hey, if I can get any bonus live streams when I can, I'll definitely do so. But look forward to some big things coming up when it comes to weekends on PlayerEssence. I'm definitely going to be having more of these, and I'm happy to be here. Looks like we got a number of people already in the chat here. More than 50 people watching. Thank you so much. And to everyone who is here, please hit that like button if you do like weekend streams, and I'm more than happy to do more of them. So yeah, man, it's going pretty good. Let me see who's in the chat here. Let me pop the chat out. I think I've seen some of the usual suspects. A couple of people that I don't normally see as well are here. So shout outs to Hayden. What up, Hayden? Hayden's here. Shout outs to Hayden. Leaf, Mark Bryant, what's up, Mark Bryant? A Gamer, shout outs to here. Shout outs to him. A Gamer's here. Julio, my man Julio's here. What up, Julio? Fire Blast Gaming, shout outs to Fire Blast Gaming. James Walter, is it Walter? Yeah, James Walter. What's up, James? How's it going? Element Shooter, what up, man? What up? What up? How's it going, Chad's Evandale? What's up, Chaz? Hopefully I'm here early enough for you. I know it's around, what, 7 o'clock your time, so hopefully you can stick around for a bit if you don't have anything else to do. What up, Rosalina? Rosalina, definitely working on... Don't worry, Rosalina, definitely working on getting you your package. It's still coming, don't worry. Alicio Blanco, shout out to Alicio, what's up? J2 Blue, how's it going? Muhammad, what up, Muhammad? Purple Link, how's it going? How's it going? Good to see all the cats here. Good to see all you guys here. Glad that you guys can join me on this wonderful Saturday afternoon where I'm at. Some of you guys, it's probably Saturday evening, but it's getting to be afternoon here almost. It's 4:09 p.m. where I'm at, so I'm definitely happy to be here. Happy that you guys can join me, and I'm looking forward to a good live stream. I've already seen some good comments that you guys have, and I'm looking forward to sharing my thoughts on certain things. But it's so funny. I've had the craziest stuff already. I've had some people hit me up on Twitter saying, "Oh, I want to see Scalebound come back to the Switch," and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, first of all, Scalebound's dead. Second of all, Microsoft owns Scalebound. Third of all, Nintendo's not going to pay Microsoft for the license for Scalebound. They're just not going to do it. There's no value you can put on that. There's no value that the brand has, so that's just not going to happen. Microsoft's going to revive it when they feel fit, or when they see fit, in terms of that. So it's already been interesting to see some of the stuff that some of you guys have been saying, but it's all good like always. Obviously, I'm going to talk about some of your suggestions. I know some of you guys are going to have some great ideas. Some of you guys might have some wild ideas, and I'll give my opinion on you guys' ideas. But let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes here in terms of this retro classic RPG revival. What do you guys want to see come back? I know for me, there's two franchises that pretty much I think at this point need to come back, and that is Chrono Trigger and Breath of Fire. And I'm first going to talk about Chrono Trigger first, and then we'll get into Breath of Fire. Okay, so Chrono Trigger, the reason why Chrono Trigger needs to come back is because Chrono Trigger is one of those franchises that did so many different innovations. You see so many games that are based off of the basis in terms of character development, simplicity, New Game Plus, lots of different things that Chrono Trigger might have not invented first and foremost, but certainly popularized with the Super Nintendo. So I would love to see Chrono Trigger come back. Chrono Trigger has probably the most likable cast of characters that I have ever seen in a Japanese RPG that don't speak. We're talking about cast of characters in an RPG that has no voice acting whatsoever. You know, like, other than like bleeps and bloops and stuff, and not even from like the actual characters. So I think out of all of those, yo, shout out to yo, man. You donated yesterday too. Hitting us with that Toby Blaster. Yo, thank you so much, Julio, man. I do appreciate you supporting the channel, my guy, with the $30 donation. And you said I would love a remake of Radiant Stories. Okay. Is it Radiant Stories, or is it RA? I think, how do you pronounce that name of that game? Radiata. Radiata. Okay, Radiata? Is it Radiata? Somebody tell me if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm probably not. But anyway, yeah, man, I need to know a little bit more about this game. Let me see. Since you didn't ask for, I'm guessing that you want some music from that series as well, too, right? So yeah, let me play a track from there. Thank you so much. Hitting us with that Toby Blaster. Everyone give my main man Julio some love. $30 donation. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. And I'm more than happy to talk about some of this game. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna play Radiant. Is it? Yeah, I don't know how to say it right. So yeah, we're gonna play a track from here. Radiata. Is it Radiata? That's how I think you would say it. Radiata. Radiata Stories? Yeah, Radiata Stories. Okay. Shoutouts, man. So this is Radiata Stories, OST, Devote for Nature. It's like a playful nature to it. Looks like a Caribbean theme. Alright. Awesome, man. So thank you so much, Julio. I appreciate that, and I'll just play this track just because you didn't request anything, but I'm pretty sure you might want to hear some music from the game. So yeah, shoutouts, man. Thank you. Let's see here. So yeah, man. So Chrono Trigger would be one of those games that I would see, and then Breath of Fire would also be another game that I would love to see. And in this live stream, guys, we're going to be going for about maybe an hour or so. We're also going to have a Q&A at the end, so we'll see how long it goes, just depending on the flow of the live stream. But yeah, man, I would love to see Chrono Trigger and Breath of Fire. I think Breath of Fire had a lot of innovations before Chrono Trigger in terms of combat, gameplay, what you could do as well. So I'd definitely like to see Breath of Fire come back as well. Shoutouts to Zemma Duvant with the $2 donation. Says Final Fantasy VI or Parasite's Eve. Absolutely, those are two great RPGs. Okay, you got it right, bro. Okay, did I get it right? Okay, yeah, Radiata. I was thinking it was Radiata. Radiata Stories. Okay, shoutouts, man. Shoutouts. All right. So Zenma Duvant. Let's talk about what Zenma has to say here. So he says Final Fantasy VI or Parasite's Eve. So I have a lot of history with Final Fantasy VI, and I honestly think Final Fantasy VI should probably be the game that Square Enix does next. My only issue with Square Enix is it seems that, like, Nintendo always has to step in. I mean, we've talked about that. I've ranted about it. It's like, okay, yeah, Square Enix will give PlayStation 4, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, but will we get our Final Fantasy 6? I mean, the Wii didn't even get, like, a remake of Final Fantasy or something like that. So, I would love to see something like that. I mean, that would be great. Parasite's Eve would be great. But Final Fantasy 6 would probably be the big one for me, man. That would probably be the big one for me. Excuse me. Shoutouts to Mark Bryant with a $10 donation. It says anything from Fire Emblem Warriors if possible. Absolutely. So we're gonna play some music from Final Fantasy VI next, after this one from Radiata Stories is done, and then we'll go into some Fire Emblem Warriors music. So shoutouts, man. Yeah. So Zemma, I've only played a demo disc of Parasite's Eve. So I don't really know too much about that game, but I've always heard such great things about it. So yeah, I think Parasite's Eve would be really good, and I think that Final Fantasy VI would be even better. Like a remake with like PS3 level graphics, kind of like Final Fantasy 12: The Zodiac Age, because that's like a PS3 level graphics. Like something like that on the Nintendo Switch would be great. I mean, I think it would be great, and I think the more and more you play RPGs, the more and more you realize that graphics really don't matter. It's all about the gameplay and the combat flow and all that, because like Bravely Default graphics, I mean, the art style's okay, but the graphics are kind of trashy. But Bravely Default stomps all over Final Fantasy 15, in my opinion. In my opinion. And Bravely Default stomps over many, modern RPGs with great graphics, So, to me, more and more, you don't need to, I think developers are understanding with RPGs that you don't need to break the bank, one. And two, you don't need to have the greatest graphics in the world, when it comes to things. But, let's go and let's change the music here. I'm gonna play let's play a track from Parasite's Eve. Parasite's Eve. OST. Yeah, I've heard so many people talk about this game, but I've never played it myself. I've never played the full game myself, Alright, so we're gonna play one track from Parasite's Eve 2, Or no, Parasite's Eve, and it's called Primal Eyes. So this is a Squaresoft game. Okay, awesome. Zemma, can you talk a little bit more about Parasite's Eve, what you like about it, and what you dislike? What would you like to see them do? So it seems like a more of a creepy type of game with this music. Okay. Oh, never mind. Oh, it kind of picks up. Oh yeah, it picks up. Okay. Looking good. Alright, so let's go ahead and read off some more of these comments here. Thank you so much, Zemma. I appreciate that. And Mark, we're going to get your request up right after this one. Let's see here. A gamer says Mario. Is it Mario? Okay, I think you meant Mario. Mario and Luigi for the Nintendo Switch would be lit. That is easy for new players and hard for past gamers. Yeah, I think Mario and Luigi is going to come to the Switch at some point. Gen 4 remake. Okay, so Pokemon Gen 4, Sakon says. I want to see Persona 1 and 2 remake. Yeah, all the Persona games need to be remade. Skies of Arcadia and Bites and Katos are my ultimate dream remakes. I would like to see them in RPG genres. Yeah, you know what, Retro Death, I'm right with you on that one. I talked about Breath of Fire and Chrono Trigger, but if we're going to go a little bit more modern, but still retro, absolutely. Skies of Arcadia is long overdue. And yes, that many longs overdue for a remake. Skies of Arcadia is probably, I would say, out of more of the modern line of games, so 6th generation and on, Skies of Arcadia is probably my number one, my number one game that needs to come back. That game is so good. It is so good. And you can even add a few mechanics to it. I mean, it's a turn-based system that you can easily add a couple tweaks and people would be fine with. It has, like, pirating in disguise. It has a really cool advanced system with, like, pirate ship battles to where it plays like an RPG. You can cast magic spells and stuff on your ship, debuffs and things like that. It is great, and, like, you can actually go do side quest pirate missions. It is a fantastic RPG that really needs to be brought back, but Sega is just in their jabroni phase when it comes to Skies of Arcadia. I mean, but yeah, Retro, I absolutely agree with you. That needs to be brought back, man. It needs to be brought back. Another thing that you said is, yeah, Bites and Katos. Yeah, Bites and Katos is another game. I talked about that just the other day. It really needs to be brought back. That one is something that I feel potentially they can be working on. Potentially. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get next into some Fire Emblem Warriors. Mark Bryant's request for music. Fire Emblem Warriors. Emblem Warriors music. Right. So you said anything from there. So let's go ahead and do. I want to pick one of the ones that I like. They're all extended here, and I don't want to play the extended ones. All right, Twilight of Gods. Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. This is one that's not played too much. I don't really play my music either. Love me some Fire Emblem, man. All right, so let's go over more of these. Let's go over more of these here. You said demo discs, good times. Yeah, man. Back when demo discs used to be super popular. I mean, obviously, for some of you younger gamers, probably have no idea about demo discs. But back in the day, in order to get you to subscribe to these PlayStation magazines or the Microsoft magazine or Nintendo Power, which didn't happen as much with Nintendo Power, you would get these demo discs that would come with them, and they were great. It was like Christmas when they came in the mail. You're like, oh, I got a demo disc. I can play Final Fantasy, or I can play Crash Bandicoot, Jet Moto. Some of them were huge. They'd have like 3 or 4 demos on there, or they'd have multiple demos and even game previews or trailers of games. And this was before the internet. This was a time when games were fascinating, when games were unknown. Like, obviously, like, you want to have as much information about games so you can make a purchase, but there was some type of innocence to games back then, to when you got a demo disc or when you got a trailer and it wasn't based off of the internet. You didn't hear a million people talking about it. You didn't have Game Explain, which I love Game Explain, by the way, but you didn't have these trailers where they're analyzing corners and edges, and you've got Digital Foundry going like lining up and counting pixels. It was back then, to me, where gaming was at its purest form, and I would say probably to where the best crossover, to where there was some internet stuff but not enough to ruin and spoil stuff, was probably the era from like PlayStation and the end of Super Nintendo and PlayStation's beginning to about like the beginning of GameCube. After once we got into GameCube and everything, that's when things started getting kind of going downhill. But before then, like when it launched and that time in between, so we're talking like 93, and I'm talking like, you know, there was demos and stuff beforehand, but when demo disc and all that was really there and people started talking about it, like you started seeing a little bit of things, so kind of that gray area of the internet was like 93 to like 2000 or 2001. In my opinion, that was probably, I was an idiot. I probably should have played more games in that era on the PlayStation, but I didn't, and that's something that I'll take to my grave, that I didn't have a PlayStation, and I probably should have played more PlayStation games, but, you know, what can you do? Money. You know, I was a kid. But that was probably the best era, because you didn't have people ruining stuff online. You still had internet, but it was so faint, it wasn't enough to do things. You got the demo discs, you looked forward to them. It was just, it was hype, man. Like, you heard rumors, my uncle works at Nintendo. Sometimes those uncles actually worked at Nintendo. But really, they just went to Space World or something like that. Like, E3 was in its infancy. The first E3 took place, and people went crazy over Super Mario 64. So, yeah, man, those were the times. That was a great era in gaming, and that era will forever be gone. And kiddos today will never experience anything like that. But anyway, shoutouts to Quest for Glory Gamer with the $1 donation through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Quest for Glory Gamer. I have not seen that name before, so if you're someone new, welcome to the village, homie. I do appreciate you donating in addition to watching my live stream, so thank you so much. So yeah, man, good stuff back then. All right, so that was Fire Emblem Echo Shadows of Valentia, or it was a song from Shadow of Valentia. But it was a Fire Emblem Warriors type song too, as well. So shoutouts. Let's go over some of the stuff that you guys are saying. Okay, so let me move up here. So Breath of Fire Dragon. What? Breath of Fire Dragon, or Breath of Dragon, or Breath of Fire. Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. Oh, Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter on the PS2 is very underrated. Yeah, that's a game that I think that could be remade. But once again, Breath of Fire. That is Capcom. So, you never know with Capcom. You never know with Capcom. Shadow Hearts to the New World. Oh, yeah, man. Shadow Hearts is one of those games that I've heard about. And I think that hopefully one of these days it comes back. George says, Bravely Default and Bravely Second are amazing. Yeah, I would love for there to be a full Bravely Default remake. Oh, man. That would be... Oof. Man, I don't care what happens. I would love for that to happen. Guardian Legend and Golo 13 or Golgo 13. I hated that game as a kid. I hated that Golgo 13. That game. Oh my god, I hated that game. Skip that game. Guardian Legend. Yeah, Guardian Legend would be dope. I think they did a re-release of Guardian Legend recently. Hayden Bennett says, I mean, obviously we can talk about Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That would be a great remake to have as well. I would like that. I can't wait for Bravely Third. If Bravely Third is a thing, Kingdom Hearts would be great for the Switch. People have been saying that forever, and well, the Switch is not even a year old, but, you know, good old Square Enix are probably waiting for a handout from Nintendo. Legend of Legaia remake, anyone? Yeah, I think that'd be dope. I think also like Lufia or that would be a dope remake as well. Kind of not in the same vein, but you know, kind of the same type of deal there. You know. Let's see here. Sorry, double post by accident. Oh, it's all good. No problem. Double posts happen by accidents. They happen. Remake of the Tales of the Abyss. Yeah, I mean Tales games. Man, there's so many Tales games that come out. I mean, if certain Tales games get remade or not, I mean, it is what it is on those Tales games. Yo, shoutouts to George Amalo with the $5 donation through Super Chat. It says, hey, OJ, can you play That Person's Name is from Bravely Default? Absolutely. That's one of my favorite tracks. Bravely Default, That Person's Name. Yeah, I'll play that for you. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate the donation. Okay. Yeah, that's a great song, man. I love that song. Okay. That's an Asterisk boss battle. Oh, this is such a good track. It gets you so hyped to fight these Asterisk boss battles, man. You're like, oh, I'm gonna jack this dude up. It's like you have like some crazy like violinist in the background, like playing this song. Just some crazy violinist. Shoutouts, man. Great request, by the way, George. I appreciate that, my guy. Let's keep going here. I'm only 20 and I had a Super Nintendo, but only 2 games on it. Okay, Phoenix Metal. Yeah, man, if you're only 20, then obviously you never experienced the Super... I mean, you caught the very tail end. Not even the tail end. If you're 20 years old, I see my brain does not even compute people that young. Okay, so you were born in the late 90s. Yeah, the Super Nintendo was... That was long dead, because the N64 came out in 96, 97, so yeah. Yeah, it was Dunskies, my guy. I mean, you might have had a Super Nintendo, but yeah, it was definitely long gone by then. Although, I think there might have been a few games that came out for it in that era, but not really. I mean, I didn't really like the 64 that much, though. 64 is definitely not my favorite system, so I was still playing Super Nintendo in the 90s. Like, in the late 90s, I was playing Super Nintendo just as much as any system. I mean, I played GoldenEye and stuff, but there just wasn't enough games. That's why I wish I had a PlayStation, because there probably would have been more games I would have played on PlayStation than N64. The 64 just had no RPGs, man. Like, back then, I needed value for my money, and because I didn't have any money, so I just, like, played ROMs, Super Nintendo ROMs of all the games that I missed. So I've literally beat and played almost every Super Nintendo game. I beat so many Super Nintendo games because I just didn't have any money for games. Just no money. Phoenix says, I love this track. Oh, absolutely. This track is freaking dope. It's fire. I want to see Ultimate Underworld come back, but it's owned by EA. Yeah, that's unfortunate. PlayerEssence, what the hell are you talking about? The GameCube have no third-party games. When did I say the GameCube had no third-party? Did I say GameCube? I didn't say GameCube. Yeah, I didn't say GameCube. The GameCube will definitely not have better third-party support than the Switch. Because the GameCube 1 is done, so we know how much third-party support it got. And 3, third-party support is factored by independent developers. The Switch is going to get far more third-party support than the GameCube. The Switch is going to outsell the GameCube probably by this year at some point, and it's going to ultimately have more third-party games than the GameCube had, so, nah, man. So, nah. But Game Trace, just calm down, man. Calm down. You're pretty combative in this live stream already, and I never said anything about the game, so just relax, my guy. You're going to get hit with that swift timeout. Relax. Stop worrying about how old I am. I've already said how old I am multiple times. Just relax, dude. Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3. Yeah, absolutely. Give us Mother 3. Yeah, Quest for Glory. Go ahead and request something. No problem. Let me know what you want to. Let me know what you want to hear. Again, this is the first Fire Emblem, very first Fire Emblem remastered. They've already done they've done Shadow Dragon. You know, they've already done remasters on that. So I mean, yes, I'd like to see a modern take on that. But I would honestly like to see a different Fire Emblem be remastered, like Thracia or something like that. Like one of the other ones, or maybe some of the Japan exclusive Fire Emblems that we didn't get. The sequel or the follow-up to the Shadow Dragon on the DS. There was another one that's Japan only. Maybe something like that we didn't get. Or a game that hasn't been remade already. I would like to see that be remade instead of the original Fire Emblem. I mean, nothing wrong with Marth, but I'd just like to see characters, like, outside of Marth, maybe. Have you played Celeste yet? No, I haven't played Celeste yet. I need to play it. How was the Radiant Dawn remastered? How about Radiant Dawn remastered? I mean, yeah, Radiant Dawn would be good. I think that would be. I would probably like that a little bit more than the original one. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be cool. Music from the first level of 3D World Runner for NES. 3D World Runner. Never. Oh. Okay. Okay, this song's almost done, so we'll put it in after that. Binding Blade. Okay, so you want to see a remake of Binding Blade? Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, but you know the thing about it, you guys are talking about remakes for Fire Emblem games. That might be happening in terms of remakes for Fire Emblem games, because there's like apparently like they made like the subtitle Echoes stands for like old school games, like for Fire Emblem Echoes, you know, like an echo and like, you know, you can hear it, you know, but it's like voice from the past or whatever, something like that. So I think that we could get more Fire Emblem games in the same vein of Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. We can get Fire Emblem Echoes, like, you know, the Binding Blade, but maybe it's named something else, or Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadow Dragon 2, or Fire Emblem Echoes, you know, Thracia or something like that. I think that could definitely happen. I would love for that to happen if they were able to do that. That would be pretty dope. That'd be really good. This is remake Quest 64. I love that game. You said Guest 64, but I'm thinking you meant Quest 64, right? Yeah. That's a troll post, but I got it. Remake the original Sin and Punishment. not really an RPG, but yeah, Sin and Punishment. I mean, I'd like to see some RPGs be remade, but yeah, I mean, Sin and Punishment would be okay. I guess it wouldn't be a bad one to remake. Alright, so 3D World Runner. Alright, so I think this is it. Old school, there we go. 87, that's a good year. That's a very good year. I want a Chrono Cross remake. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know, if we got a Chrono Cross remake, I think we need a Chrono Trigger remake before we get a Chrono Cross remake. I mean, no shots to Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross is a great game. I actually just purchased Chrono Cross on the PS1 on Amazon. It's coming in the mail probably early February. Just because I wanted it for my collection. I just wanted Chrono Cross for my collection. I'm not going to play it because I've already played it. But I just wanted the actual physical games in my collection. So I actually purchased Chrono Cross recently. It's super cheap on Amazon. It's like 10 bucks. So I was like, yeah, why not? So I just bought it. So yeah, definitely going to a remake of that would be great. That would be great, but I don't know if they're going to do it. Yeah, Binding Blade would be really good because of Roy. That's something that I'd like to see. Xenoblade Chronicles remake would be sick. Yeah, I think Xenoblade Chronicles remake would be pretty dope, but it's so new, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Joker 4754 says, is it N-Hander? Track 4? Street? I probably said that wrong in terms of the name. Okay. I'll get that for you, man. This song is silly, but I like it. Magus' theme? Oh yeah, from Chrono Trigger? Yeah, Magus' theme is dope. Final Fantasy VIII, just so I can see a much bigger battle of the Guardians. Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy VIII would be great. I'm down for any Final Fantasy remakes that they do. I actually buy all of the Final Fantasy remakes. And whether I play them or not is another thing, but I buy all of them. I have Final Fantasy X-10-2 remake. I think I played it one time. I have Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. I haven't even played it yet. I have not, well, I haven't played it enough yet. I think I've played it a couple times. I put like a few hours into it, but like I barely play them or I don't play them at all. You know, but I always buy the Final Fantasy remakes, but I always buy them super cheap because you know that they're gonna be like 60 bucks or 50 bucks at the beginning, and then like 4 or 5 months they'll go down to 30, and then like a year they'll go down to like 20, and then that's when I buy them, when they're 20 bucks. So yeah, I always buy the Final Fantasy remakes. Whether I play them or not is another thing, but hey, I always buy them. So yeah, Final Fantasy VIII, if they did that, I'll actually play that. Like Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, any of the PS1 Final Fantasies, like I'll replay those. Like if they did like full remakes, I'll do those. Like Final Fantasy VII, I don't care what system it's on. I don't care what they do with DLC. I don't care if they split the game up into 3 parts. I'm playing that Final Fantasy VII remake. I've got to play that Final Fantasy VII remake. It must be mine. So yeah, man. So that was 3D Battles of World Runner. So we're next going to move on to this next track here. Okay, I got no results for that. Is that a PS1 game? See the whole OST here. Okay, I see it. I see it. Okay. This must be it. Alright. So here's the song that Joker requested. Michael Nelson. Shoutouts to Michael Nelson. Nah, it's all good, man. You're right on time. Right on time. We're just having a little bit of fun. I'm gonna kick back a little bit. Relax. We're having a little bit of fun talking about some classic retro revivals, some RPGs that we would love to see. So you're good, man. George says, or maybe Final Fantasy 1 through 6 remakes. Well, here's the thing with remakes, guys. Like, you can't remake all of them. Like it's gonna take some time. Like, you can't snap your fingers and then remakes just pop out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So if they do remakes, it's got to be over the course of years. This isn't gonna happen like, oh, well, I want remakes every single one. Like, you're not gonna get that. So I mean, it's going to be very particular what the remake is. And they have to release it at certain times. So yeah, man. I mean, you have to pick one that you want, and they're probably going to do what people want the most, you know? Shoutouts to George with the $2 donation. Says, can you play Wicked Fight from Bravely Default? Absolutely. I'll play that right after this one's done. Hey OJ, have you ever played Saga Frontier? If so, how did you like it? I have not played Saga Frontier. I need to play that though. Sounds dark. Yeah, this is kind of like a weird. This is like a weird looking game. It seems like it. You know. I think Hayden Bennett says, I think after Project Octopath comes out, I think that Square Enix should get the same team to work on remakes of super old Final Fantasy games in the same style. You know, I don't want everything looking exactly the same, because then everything's just gonna look like Project Octopath, you know, engine times 2. So if they were going to do remakes of Final Fantasy and all that, I don't know if I want them to be in the same as Project Octopath. I think Project Octopath has a very unique style, and I don't want a bunch of clone games that look like Project Octopath. I don't mind them working using the same Unreal Engine 4, but I think that they should make it, you know, make it polygonal, make it in the same vein that you would like to see it. You know, I just don't think that I don't want a bunch of Final Fantasy Remake 1 looks like Project Octopath, 2 looks like Project Octopath, all of them looking the same. I want them to have their own unique styles, you know, so, for example, Final Fantasy VII Remake has its own style compared to Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, and the original Final Fantasy X-2, those have their own style, you know, those are just more of up-res ports. So, I mean, I think there's some issues if you make every game look like Project Octopath. I think it loses its relevance, it loses its grandeur and its graphical style. It's like, okay, well, look at all these remakes that look just like Project Octopath, you know. Excuse me. So let's play this next track. Yo, George is on his Bravely Default slide today. I like it. All right, so this is Wicked Fight from Bravely Default, or Wicked Battle, Wicked Battle, same thing. You know what? Switch also needs Rune Factory. Yeah, Rune Factory would be great. I would like Rune Factory. I think that would be good. I'm not a big Rune Factory fan though, but I think for the fans of the franchise, it'd be dope. I thought Square Enix said they wanted people to pick the next remake that they did. I don't know if they said they wanted people to pick. They just said hey, tell us what you want. But that doesn't mean that we're going to get it. I mean, that doesn't mean we've been wanting Chrono Trigger for how long now? And where's Chrono Trigger? No, seriously, where's Chrono Trigger? They probably should have remade Chrono Trigger on the PS3. You know what I'm saying? Or they should have remade it on there. What they do instead, they just released it on the digitally. So yeah. Yeah, I think remaking Earthbound would bring in new fans. Yeah, I mean, I would love Earthbound to be remade as well. It's just one of those things where I just think Nintendo, I just don't know if Nintendo has it in their heart to do Earthbound, since the creator of Earthbound doesn't work in the games industry anymore. Darkest Dungeon is a fantastic game and works nicely on the Switch. Yeah, I actually saw that it shot up to number 3 on the sales charts. You need a Lagoon remake. Is that Legend of Dragoon, or just Lagoon itself? Okay. Golden Sun remake. We need a new Golden Sun. I don't know if we need I mean, it'd be nice for a remake, but I would really like the continuation of Golden Sun. But remake or new game, yeah, absolutely. Golden Sun would be dope. I would like that. Legend of Legaia. Yeah, man. Legend of Legaia, and I think Illusion of Gaia, and Secret of Evermore. Those are all good candidates. Although Secret of Evermore, I don't know if people would want to play Secret of Evermore in today's day. Secret of Evermore is a very weird game. Your dog transforms as you go to different areas, and your guy has a Kuwabara fro from Yu Yu Hakusho. So I mean, maybe they'd have to change that. I mean, the dude does kind of look like Kuwabara though. Anybody remember Secret of Evermore? I watched my brother play through that whole game. I loved it. I love watching my brother play through games. The kid kind of looked like, yeah, he has a Kuwabara fro. He kind of reminds me of the person in that game. Kind of reminds me of Lucas, like a grown-up like if Lucas was in the in the game. But yeah, he always reminded me of Kuwabara. He has a Kuwabara type of hairstyle, pompadour or something. Don't forget me. We will not forget you. Xenogears. Yeah, Xenogears is another game that I think needs to be remade. That game looks ridiculously outdated at this point. So yeah, you can buy Xenogears on the PS3, but yeah, I would love to see Xenogears be remade, yeah. Is it Swampy? OJ, what happened with Camelot? I heard they went under after Golden Sun DS, but they are now making Mario Tennis Aces. Camelot never went under after Golden Sun DS. Considering that Camelot made, I think they made the tennis game on the Wii U. So I don't know where you heard that they went under. Hayden Bennett says, I would love to see the remakes of the original Inazuma 11 game. I have so many fond memories of playing that. Dude, I still remember the characters and moves after like 10 years. I think Inazuma 11 Ares, that's somewhat of a remake of one of the games, is it not? I thought it was, so maybe you'll get your wish somewhat. I hear of Secret of Evermore. Yeah, Secret of Evermore is a very unique style of game where it has the same kind of style as Secret of Mana. Obviously, it's the same engine. But it's a very different type of game where like each area you go to, your dog transforms and gains new abilities in each area, so he looks different in each one. You don't have a party of 3, it's you and your dog. So it's like Peter Molyneux said, oh, that's where we're gonna get the dog idea and hype up this dog. It was like from Secret of Evermore. Sadly, in Secret of Evermore, you use your dog is more efficient and it's better than anything Peter Molyneux ever did when it comes to having a dog in the game. So yeah, maybe that's where he got his idea. But yeah, Secret of Evermore was the first game to where a dog really played that significant of a role for a game that I've played. But like I said, I watched my brother play through the whole thing, and then later I played it when I was older, and I thought it was great. A modern day Secret of Evermore would be freaking insane. Oh my god, imagine that. Yo, but like seriously, like, as a kid, think about if you're a kid in the 1990s. Think about you're a kid in the 1990s, and our parents totally didn't want to buy this game for us. But think if you saw... Hold on, I'm going to show you guys the cover, just so you guys can see for those, you know, for those who can't, bounty. Look at this cover, guys. Look at this. Does this not just scream, oh my gosh, buy me in the 90s? I mean, the pose is stupid. I agree that he's kind of like this. He's like this. I think they probably should have made a better pose. But yo, look at that cover. 24 meg action adventure. 24 megs? What? How many megs were in the last game that I played? I don't even know, but there's 24! Wait, the Super Nintendo's only 16 bits! This is like a next-gen game! This is like... next-gen! Oh my gosh, but look at this cover. Yes, I would love to see this game remade. Absolutely. Back when Squaresoft was just called Squaresoft. That was the dope Squaresoft. I don't know what they're doing now. Oh yeah, it looks cool. Very cool. Very fun looking game. Remake of The Last Story or a sequel? Oh yeah, absolutely. I think like a sequel would be dope because the game is fairly new. So yeah, a sequel would be dope. Peter Molyneux, the most truthful game designer out there. His name isn't even like Molyneux. Like, how do you spell Molyneux with a U and an X at the end of it? That's like a lie right there. I'm joking. I just always found the spelling of Molyneux really weird. I'm actually playing Chrono Trigger and doing all the DS exclusive side quests. Yeah, the Chrono Trigger has some of that, the monster collecting and stuff like that. Yeah, so good stuff. Okay, so we got to turn off this Bravely Default music, and I think who was the next? What did the next person want? I think that's it for music. Yeah, I think that was it. So until the next one. Okay. So let's get off some more of these questions here from you guys before we get into a Q&A. PlayerEssence, do you think Square Enix will re-release the mobile ports of Final Fantasy 1 through 6 on the Switch at some point? No, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to re-release the mobile ports of those. I think that we might get a remake of 6. That's what I'm thinking that we might get, but we'll have to wait and see. Back when Squaresoft was just called, back when Squaresoft was just were called Squaresoft. Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. Back when they're just called, you know, Square Enix was called Squaresoft, and those were the good days, man. Those were the good days. Those were the good days. Are the Xenoblade games better or worse than the Xenosaga games? That's really based on personal preference. That's like super personal preference. The Xenosaga games are every bit as good of a game overall as Xenoblade, but that's just really based on like what characters you identify more with and what battle system you like more. If you like turn-based RPGs more, then Xenosaga is going to be more for you. If you like action RPGs more, MMO style RPGs more, then Xenoblade is going to be for you. But there's no like direct like, okay, like this one's better than this one just because the battle systems are too different. I like to usually compare like battle systems, you know, like, and I like to have it to where it's at least like the same style. So yeah, I can't sit here and say one's better than the other. Personally, for me, my own personal taste, I like Xenoblade a little bit more. But if someone says Xenosaga's better, I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. You know, it's not. I don't think it's a big deal. You know. Shout outs to George again with the donation. Yo, thank you so much, George. I appreciate the donations, my guy. And he says Zeke's theme from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Absolutely, you got it, man. I like Zeke's theme. Alright, so Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Zeke's theme. Alright. The bringer of chaos. I love a remake of 6. Final Fantasy 6, you mean? Because you didn't put anything. 6 what? Fire Blast Gaming. OJ, Nintendo should bring back Advance Wars and should make a sequel to Super Mario RPG. Okay, well, a couple things here. Advance Wars, absolutely, they should remake Advance Wars. Now, a sequel to Super Mario RPG, that's not in their ability. Square Enix has to want to do a sequel because Super Mario RPG is jointly owned by Square Enix. Even the title, Super Mario RPG, is jointly owned by Nintendo and Square Enix. They have to collaborate with each other in order to do something like that. So, yes, I would like a Super Mario RPG sequel. Super Mario RPG 2. That's all it needs to be named. Super Mario RPG 2. Bring back Geno. Bring back Mallow. Bring back the humor. Bring back all the writing and literally make it a so inline sequel that they make fun of it in the game. Like, a so inline, by-the-book sequel of the style of the game to the point to where they make jokes about it, about how in line the game is with what you would expect. That's how in line I want it with. Now, of course, you can switch things up with the battle system, make a few more, obviously more moves, more abilities, better graphical effects, but absolutely 100%, I want a Super Mario RPG sequel more than anything. I want Geno back. I want Mallow back. I want that, like the Axum Rangers. Like, I want all of that. I literally want all of that back. Not in a remake, but in a sequel that's so similar that they make fun of it. Yes, please. Please give me that. But yeah, that's something that Square Enix would have to kind of get in on, you know. Will the Switch get a new Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles? I was thinking about that, Shunny. I was thinking about that, but we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe we will, because usually most Nintendo systems get a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles game. We've pretty much gotten one every single generation, whether it's on a portable or it's on a home console. So I would think that they're going to do a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles game, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Also, shout out to Simon, is it Braik? I probably said that wrong. Shout out to Simon B for the subscription. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate your subscription. Everyone in the village makes Simon feel very welcome with my lazy, lean back jutsu symbols here. Hand signs. Someone stole my DS copy of Chrono Trigger, and whoever stole, you better play it and beat it, and I hope you enjoy the game. Yeah, seriously, man. To speak to that point, when Retro Death was talking about Skies of Arcadia, I got all of my PS2 RPGs, all of my GameCube RPGs. I got all of that wiped out. I got all that stolen. So whoever's playing Skies of Arcadia, they better played it, beat it, and loved it. In addition to all of my Xenosagas, although I bought Xenosaga again, it cost me over $100 for all 3 of them. But hey, whatever. Did you ever play Lufia 1 or 2 on the Super Nintendo? Yeah, I talked about potentially having a remakes of Lufia. I think those would be really good on the Switch. Or even just like a re-release of the game, like a virtual console. That would be good too. Quest for Glory Gamer says, do you think we will see a Star Ocean collection for the Switch? No, I don't think we're going to see a Star Ocean collection for the Switch. Star Ocean is becoming a dead franchise. The quality of the last Star Ocean game was not very good. I tried to play it. It's kind of trashy. And even then, even before that, Star Ocean, 4, I liked the game, but lots of people didn't. So, I mean, it's one of those things to where, like, Tri-Ace and Square Enix need to talk. They need to go back to the drawing board with that franchise. But maybe we'll see some of the older Star Ocean games, but I doubt it. Shinobu says, would Square Enix to bring back ActRaiser remake or HD? People have been asking about that for a long time. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen. Mario RPG 2, the way you describe it, I'm down for that. Sounds like witty and fun all the way. Yeah, like it needs to be so in line with what you would expect that they make jokes about it in the game. That's exactly what I want. I don't really want much different. Like, make the same battle system, but make more moves, make more graphical effects, make it to where, like, when you press the jump button and it, when you hit and you do like the double jump and all that stuff. I would love to see that, man. I would love to see that. Shout out to Tyrese W with the $5 donation to say, OJ, play Devil Summoner 2 case file from case file battle for me, please. Absolutely. Shout outs to Tyrese W. Thank you so much, Tyrese. I do appreciate the donation, my guy. And we'll get that playing for you. Alright, so we got Devil Summoner. Okay. So I think this is the music here. It's hard to find exactly what track you're looking for, but I think I found it. Hopefully this is it. I can see Devil Summoner needs to come back. Shin Megami Tensei, baby. Riley Peddler, they should remake / re-release all the Super Nintendo RPGs or make sequels. Seriously, untapped goldmine there. Yeah, I agree. Just one at a time. I mean, obviously, like you can't throw everything all out on the same day, and like a lot of the great Super Nintendo RPGs are made by like one company, Square Enix. So it's gonna be one of those things that you have to plan out. But I think, yeah, you're right. There is definitely a gold mine there. And how's the music, guys? Is the music loud enough? Is my voice drowning out the music, or is the music drowning out my voice? Let me know how the music sounds and everything, guys, if it's okay. OJ, what did you think of a rated M Fire Emblem game would be like? I mean, these are the type of things that I don't like talking about. Like I think are silly. Like, and I see a lot of like younger gamers, saying, "What if this is rated M?" Like, oh, would it be different? Like if it's rated M? And it's like, no. I mean, whether there's blood in a Fire Emblem game or no blood at all, what does that matter? The whole thing about Fire Emblem is the way it's a strategy RPG. Who cares if there's blood or not, or who cares if you're chopping off someone's hand or something like that? Like I mean, all that changes is the way that it looks. It doesn't change the actual game. So, I mean, what would a rated M Fire Emblem game be? I mean, it would be the same as Fire Emblem, but just with blood. I mean, it's like Mortal Kombat with the blood on or blood off. It's like, it's still the same game. It's just blood on or it's blood off. I mean, yeah, people want the blood because, blood, but at the same time, I don't really think it's anything like worth like thinking, like even wasting time about. Like Fire Emblem is all about strategy RPG. It's all about the thought process. It's all about, the combat. It's not about being rated M. I mean, what does it matter, It is, thank you. Okay, shout outs to Tyrese W. Thank you. You didn't have to donate again for the message, Tyrese. I appreciate that, but you didn't need to donate again. Thank you, though. I appreciate the $2 donation, my guy. The music is low? Okay. A little low? Okay. So you guys all think the music is a little low. Alright. Let me know how that sounds down, guys. I did change it, so you should see some effects in a bit. So if the music is if it's still a little low, let me know in about 20-30 seconds. The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords 3DS/Switch multiplayer. I'm not a big fan of the Legend of Zelda 4 Swords game, so I mean, I guess that'd be cool, but I mean, I'm just not a fan. Nier. Okay, not Automata. Okay. Drakengard. Okay, yeah, some of those PS3 RPGs in there, PS2, PS3 RPGs. Okay. Rated M Kicking Mama. Yeah, I know exactly how would that be. Like you put her, she can accidentally burn her hand off or something like that, or disintegrate her elbow, or chop off a finger when she's cooking. Oh, that'd be extreme. Rated M Yoshi's Island called Yoshi's Genocide. Alright. Okay, we're getting a little graphic here with some of this stuff. Calm down, guys. Calm down. Calm down. Got kids watching. This is a pretty dope song, though. I like it. Shin Megami Tensei 1 and 2. Yeah, I think, Tyrese, I think we talked about that. Someone did suggest that Shin Megami Tensei should come back like 1 and 2. Kids at this time? Yeah, there's kids at this time. Yeah. It's 5 o'clock where I'm at. It's 5 p.m. It's 4:58. Kids stay up till 7. I don't know, are you in Europe? I don't want old games. I want new exclusive games on the Switch. Then what? Wait, this whole live stream has been about remakes, old school RPGs being brought back. What do you? And Williams, my guy. I mean, maybe this is not the live stream for you then. If you want only new games and you don't want to re-experience any of the old school classics, then you're in the wrong live stream, I guess, man. Because this is all about bringing back the classics, remaking them, making new sequels to the classics. This is what this whole live stream is about. What kind of? It's like going to a buffet and say, I don't want an all-you-can-eat buffet. I just want this. Why'd you come here? It's an all-you-can-eat. We're talking about old school games being brought back. We're talking about retro revivals. That's what we're doing here on this live stream, my guy. I mean, there's going to be new games on the Switch. If you want new games on the Switch, that's cool. That's great. But that's what we're talking about in this live stream, my guy. Sakon 10. What's that? Terrakion? Is that how you say Terrakion battle theme from Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? Okay. You got it, man. This one goes on a bit long, so it's already been 5 minutes, so we're going to cut to the next music here. This is a pretty dope theme, though. The Devil Summoner 2, I like it. Might use it for some of my music. Pokemon. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Alright, shoutouts to George. Yo, shoutouts, George. I appreciate the donations today, my guy. You don't need to do this, but thank you so much, man. Hey, OJ, love the live stream. Can you play the Encounter from Kingdom Hearts 2? Absolutely. We'll play it right after this one here. Some Pokemon music. Lunar remakes. I'll leave. See ya. See you later, dude. What'd you come into the live stream for? You came to tell everyone how you don't want to see old school games being brought back. I don't understand. It says PE Live. Oh, this is a dope song. I love this song. It says PE Live. Classic RPGs that should be remade. Chrono Trigger, Breath of Fire, and more. I mean, it says it right there in the title. I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't understand when it's clearly titled for something that's set for people that want something, then someone comes in and says, no, what you guys are saying, no, I want this. I don't want what you guys are saying. Why'd you come into the live stream in the first? I don't get that. I'm not trying to be, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I really honestly don't understand that. I mean, I see it all the time on other people, like other people's streams. Like somebody's playing PUBG or someone's playing, you know, some game, and then somebody comes in, oh, play this, stop playing this game, play this other game. It's like, You see the title, like, why'd you come and try to tell a stream, like... Okay, anyway, I'm done ranting, so... I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be mean to M. Williams, but my guy, it says it right there in the title. Like, come on. OJ, with that no type look, no look typing, I see you. Startropics remake. I mean, Startropics has to be one of those things where it's like, it'd have to be such a like a grand remake. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's, yeah, that would be tough. It would be tough. Ideas. I mean, that game is so dated. Like, if you go back and play Startropics is a. I mean, I played it. I finally played Startropics. And, like, I think it needs to be completely... I would take it and I would make it, like, into Far Cry, but that's just me. I don't even know where to start with Startropics, like, what you do with that game. Like, I would just make it into, like, a Far Cry type of game or something. I don't know, but I think there's a reason why Nintendo hasn't made it yet, is because they don't know what to do with it. But the gameplay in that game is dated as heck. Like, oh my gosh, it's, like, ridiculously dated. Blackskin says, it's these younger kids that say that. Most people under 25 are saying, I only want new games. Well, kids, how about you learn the roots of the games and maybe we can get away from the modern gaming? Absolutely. I think that if a lot of these classic games came back and they have success, I think people are going to we'll get rid of all the bad things about modern gaming. Like, look, there's hands down, indie developers and developers that are actually prioritizing gameplay mechanics and working off of old school games are having more success than modern gamers or modern games. That's a fact. Like, that's actually something that's real. And the Completely Unnecessary podcast talked about this, that our modern games not being sold as much, like our developers having to come up with new ideas, like, you know, like the microtransactions and loot boxes, because their games aren't selling enough, because their games are devaluing and all of that. And I think that's the case. Because a lot of these old school games and a lot of these classic games, people are playing indie games more now. People are playing some of these reboots and remakes that are coming out. People are putting serious time and investment into these games and are just saying, you know what, these modern games, like, they're not giving me enough value. Like, I'm going to play these old school games. And I think that's the reason why people can sit here and bash Nintendo all you want. But that's the reason why Legend of Zelda, that's the reason why Pokemon, that's the reason why Mario, all these games that don't do all this new school crap and have old school game mechanics for the most part. Maybe they're not perfect, but that's the reason why people love Nintendo games, because they stay true to their style. They modernize a little bit, they add all the good stuff, but then they take out the bad stuff with modern gaming. And I think that's the reason why Nintendo's had so much success, and they don't have to rely upon a lot of the things that a lot of, you know, gamers look at today. So yeah, man, I agree. I agree with that, Blaxican. So George, let's go ahead and get your request here. $10 through Super Chat. You said, hey, OJ, love... hold up. Yeah, Kingdom... I already read the message, so let's go ahead and... let's go ahead and get this request here. Kingdom Hearts 2. I kept on pressing Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, the encounter. Let me try to find this... Okay, here we go. There's a 5-minute track. Shout out to George. Thank you so much for the donation, my guy. Shuni says, facts. Thank God I'll be 26 in 2 weeks. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, man. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Hopefully I have a live stream on your birthday. You can come out. We can sing you happy birthday. Golden Sun remakes on the Switch plus a new one. Yeah, we talked about Golden Sun already. Grandia and Xenogears remakes. Yeah, those would be really good. OJ, have you played Upuna on the Wii? No, that game looked stupid when I first saw that, so I decided not to play it. Dragon Warrior. Yeah, I mean, we've been getting some Dragon Quest remakes, you know, on the 3DS. So we'll see if Dragon Warrior comes over. Xenogears would be amazing. They could fix a lot of things, which could make it one of the best games. You said best, but best games of all time. Yeah. I think Xenogears, for some, is already one of the best games of all time. And I think, yeah, they can definitely fix a lot of things, but Xenogears is definitely dated at this point. Phantasy Star Online would be welcome. Yeah, I mean, the problem with Phantasy Star Online is that they don't even want to, like, release Phantasy Star Online 2, you know, for us. So the fact that they don't even want to localize it, I don't see them doing a remake if they don't want to localize a game that's already been out for years, so it'd be tough. I know. Thanks, George. I appreciate it, man. My birthday is on a Friday. Shoutouts, man. Jade Cocoon? What is that? Brian Creason? What is that, a game? Never heard of it. Sylvester Wallace says Skies of Arcadia. Yeah, I already talked about Skies of Arcadia being probably my most anticipated or my most requested or wanted 6th generation game out there. So yeah, absolutely, Skies of Arcadia would be dope. Be totally down for Skies of Arcadia. Anton, what up, Antoine? What's up, Elite Ninja Antoine? Or Anton. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Dragon's Dogma coming to the Switch? I don't know if Dragon's Dogma is coming to the Switch. I haven't heard anything, you know. I think, did I do a report on that? I thought maybe it could, but yeah, I'm not sure. Shout outs to Retro Death. Skies of Arcadia soundtrack that he linked to me on Twitter. Dave Buford says, I'm 38. The downfall of modern gaming has been the hand-holding in games. The challenging games are getting love again, and it's refreshing for this old gamer. Yeah, I think the hand-holding is one thing, but there's also business problems too. I think that has caused downfalls. But I mean, the hand-holding is one thing, but like the business tactics, the lack of content. You know, there's certain things in today's gaming that I just don't like. You know, like I think the perfect example for me is like the lack of content in games. Like a lot of games these days, in order to get all of the content or in order to really have engaging content, it's like there's really long DLC practices. I think that the game should come with enough content in there to where DLC is just for those who really want it. It shouldn't have to complete the experience when it comes to it. There should be enough content in there originally. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see, man. Jade Cocoon was the first Studio Ghibli game. Okay, if we're gonna get technical, okay. I've never heard of that game. Never heard of it. The Bouncer. I remember The Bouncer. Metal Arms was pretty good. Metal Arms. I remember Metal Arms. That game was heavily promoted, but I know it didn't do that well. What happened to Wild Arms? You know what? I think I read a documentary on what happened to Wild Arms or some like video, but there is a new. I think there's a new mobile Wild Arms game coming out, if I'm not correct. Yeah, I think it's. Well, the last release was 2007. So I don't know if we're ever going to get another Wild Arms. Yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to get another Wild Arms, man. It would be nice, though. Mecha Shadow with the $2 donation. It says Phoenix Wright Objection Jazz version, please. Absolutely. Get that for you right away, man. As soon as this one's pretty much done here, this Kingdom Hearts track. I think this is it. This is a good track too. What would you change about Final Fantasy Tactics? It's aged pretty well in my opinion. I don't know if I change anything. I haven't played Final Fantasy Tactics enough to really think that like what I'd change and all that. The last story needs to be remade, or I mean a sequel to Last Story would be good. It's new enough to where I think a sequel would be good too. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: The Crystal Bearers has to be the weirdest Final Fantasy spin-off game. Yeah, it's one of the weirdest ones. If they remade it and actually made it good this time. Well, it's not a horrible game, it's just not... I just thought that they'd use the Wii Remote in a way to where it'd be cool. Like the way that they use the Wii Remote, it's not cool. Like I thought it would be like almost like a magical like hand blasting shooter, action adventure RPG game. But it's not really that. It's like you move stuff around with the Wii Remote, man. It's like I thought it was gonna be like a cool magic like spell casting game with the Wii Remote, and it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. And it was delayed like a million times. Then it just kind of dropped out of nowhere after Christmas. It was a mess with that game. Eric Dahlbeer. What up, Eric? How's it going, man? Bought War of the Lions on the PS Vita TV last week. Haven't played it. Yeah, man. Gotta just get that collection going. I need to start collecting some PS Vita games. I really need to start collecting. I want to start collecting some of the PS Vita games. Valkyrie Profile remake for the Switch? Absolutely. Although I think it might be a little young for Valkyrie Profile. Have you played that game, Fire Blast Gaming? That game's awesome. This is kind of old school. Earth Wars is really that good. I checked it out on the eShop. I'm surprised about its price tag. Yeah, Earth Wars. I played it last night. Finally, I actually recorded a video, but the video got messed up on my OBS or my OBS. I recorded a video, had voiceover and everything. I did a Let's Play of it, and I went to edit it, and it was all jacked up. The video was choppy and freezing. So yeah, so that's the reason why you didn't get an Earth Wars video today. But yeah, I played the first level. I thought it was pretty cool. I hate the art style. The art style's bad. I don't like the art style at all, but the gameplay's good. Good, OJ. I'm upset I missed the beginning of the stream. It's all good, man. You can watch the replay. Woo, yeah, OJ. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I played it, recorded it, thought everything was good, and it jacked up on me. So from now on, when I do my gameplay stuff, I'm not even gonna use my classic OBS because this is how convoluted my setup is. Right now, I'm actually using the old school OBS, or the old school OBS, and I use that just for my live streams, okay? Just for my live streams. My PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo, my Midweek Essence. But then for my game, what I've noticed that for any of my gameplay recording streams, it's been messing up a lot on this. So for my gameplay only, I'm gonna use Streamlabs, and also for my my PE news videos, I use Streamlab OBS. So I have to use different version of OBS. Or OBS. I have to use different versions of OBS in order to do certain things. So I'm trying to migrate everything over to the Streamlabs OBS, but for some reason my Streamlabs OBS live streaming doesn't work. So it's just a mess right now, guys. I've tried to live stream on my Streamlabs OBS because Streamlabs OBS is so much better than standard OBS because everything's integrated. I don't need to have like 20 things up. Like I have the chat. I have like everything is up. I can test everything. It's good. It's faster. I can do scene transitions really quick. Like it's really good, Streamlabs OBS. But the problem is that it's new and it doesn't have all the features, and live streaming doesn't work for some reason on there. Live streaming, at least like this, doesn't work for some reason. So I have to fix that. So we'll have to wait and see. Shoutouts to Bryce0601 says weekend PE Arena sometime. Yeah, at some point we'll do weekend PE Arenas. It just depends on like I said, probably like the relaunch of the channel. We'll probably fit in that, but for right now we're gonna keep to the normal schedule. Where we're going to have basically Monday through Friday. You guys know that you're gonna have live streams. Monday is the PE Live, Monday PE Live. Then Tuesday is PE Arena. Wednesdays are Midweek Essence or PE Live. Thursdays are Midweek Essence or PE Live. Then Friday is PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. So we're gonna stick to that probably for like another 3 to 4 weeks, guys. I got a little bit of bad news. I said February 6th was going to be the channel relaunch, but unfortunately, there's a piece of furniture that's probably not going to come to my house till about, if it does happen, if they have it, because there's a certain furniture that I want, a bookshelf, and that might not come to my house till 4 weeks from Monday. So if anything, we'd have to, and then I'd still have to, do all the other preparations that I'm doing. So the channel relaunch might not happen till maybe like February 26th. So that's unfortunate. So it might be another month just because of that piece of furniture that I might be waiting on. Now, like I said, it could get it sooner or not, but I mean, there's just a really nice discount piece of furniture that I wanted for my channel relaunch, and I can't do the channel relaunch without it. So yeah, it might be February 26th. So you guys might have to wait another month of the current schedule. till then. Illusion of Gaia. Yeah, absolutely, Illusion of Gaia. A Gamer says, hey, thanks for these live streams, OJ. Something to look forward to at school when I work. Oh, absolutely, man. Thanks for being great fans. I'm glad that I can have 100 people or around that much watch my live streams every time, and it gives me motivation. The reason why I didn't do these before is because I had no motivation because people weren't coming out to the streams. Like, you know, I do a live stream and there'd be like 15 people in here, and I'd be like, man, this sucks. But you know, I just kept with it and just tried to promote them a little bit more and have a little bit more interaction with you guys, and we're doing good now. Now we have at least, you know, we always pull in at least 100 people, so as long as there's people watching, Lord, they're going to continue. All right. So let's continue on here. I think that was done with I think we're done with the music. This is the next song here, so we'll go ahead and stop that. If you want, Bryce, if you want a music track, let me know if you want a music track, Bryce. I'll play something for you. Video game music, please. Oops. Yeah, I know. More OBS, more like oops. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm in the Discord. Yeah, if you guys, any of the Patreon Ninja, or if you're on the sponsored, the Talkie's in the Discord. If you guys want to talk with the Talkie in the Discord. If we do a P arena, let's do Pokken. Yeah, it just depends, guys. I'll probably have like a poll or something like that. Shitty11 says, is there a physical copy of Lost Sphere for the Nintendo Switch? I want to buy it, but only if it's physical. Yeah, there's a physical copy of Lost Sphere. At Square, you have to buy it from the Square Enix store. Just go on the Square Enix store page and you can buy it from there. OJ, what about Terranigma? The game deserves more love. It's severely undersold. Sorry for the spam. No, it's okay. I probably haven't been seeing what you're trying to say. Yeah, I think that would be good. Shoutouts. Thank you so much. Who is that? Is that the Fire Nation? Yes, the Fire Nation over there on Twitch. Thank you so much. Scott Switch with the follow, hitting us up with that Fire Nation goodness. I do appreciate that. Please build up the Fire Nation strong. Scott Switch. And yeah, I do appreciate you hitting us with that follow, hitting us with that Katone over there, man. Trying to build up my Twitch channel. So if any of you guys want to head over to my Twitch, Twitch TV/PlayerEssence, check it out. Follow me on there. All of my live streams are dual broadcasted. You can watch on YouTube. You can watch on Twitch, but watch on YouTube for right now. Obviously, Twitch is a little bit faster, but right now I like to have my YouTube numbers up. Once we get partnered and everything gets going on Twitch, then obviously then it'd be both. And also, I don't have, like, if you want to talk to me directly and interact, I don't have the Twitch chat up. So I don't have my Twitch chat up, so I can't see what people in Twitch are saying, but nobody ever watches me on Twitch. So that's the only thing. Nobody ever watches me on Twitch. I'm trying to build my followers up. But thank you so much. Let me see if there's anybody even watching me on Twitch right now. I'm not even checking. Let me see. Yeah, it says 0. It says 0 people are watching me on Twitch. Maybe it's wrong because somebody just followed me. I'm thinking that they're watching me if they're following me. But anyway, whatever. So yeah. So shout outs, man. Thank you so much, Scott Switch. I do appreciate the follow on Twitch. OJ, what about... Okay, we already talked about that. Is there a physical copy of I Am Setsuna? Yeah, there's a physical copy of I Am Setsuna, but it's like Japan only. Like, you have to import it. There's no Western physical copy of I Am Setsuna. Fire Jutsu was legit. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's expensive. The Lost, I got a physical copy of Lost Sphere for $35 from my local store. Okay, so are they selling it? I thought it was a Square Enix exclusive, but are they selling it locally too? Is it Avian? Avian? I probably said your name wrong. Terribly sorry about that. Mr. A. Smith. Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, thank you so much for the follow on the Twitch over there. Thank you so much, man. Build up the Fire Nation strong. You and Scott Switch, you guys are putting in some work, man. Building up that Fire Nation. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that. Shadowrun. Oh, the original Shadowrun on the Super Nintendo? Yeah, that'd be dope. This stream has been on for about an hour, 15 minutes. To be exact, this stream has been going for an hour, 20 minutes, and 51 seconds to be exact. All right, guys. So it's been going on for about an hour, 20. So you know what that means? It's time for questions, Q&A segment. Let's go ahead and round out this last half hour, or a little bit before that, half hour or so, with questions. So if you have any questions, let me know. Shoutouts to Let Us Pray. Is it 513? Let Us Pray 513. Yeah, 513 with the follow. Thank you so much. Hitting us with that Katone. Hitting us with that Jutsu from the Fire Nation. Thank you so much, homie. Build it up strong. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 followers. Probably by the next month or two. That'd be nice. Sorry. No. Udon. Okay. Avudon? Okay, Avudon. Okay. Avudon. Avudon. Avadon. Ave? Ave. Alright, got you, man. I'm just gonna call you Mr. A. Smith. No, like Stephen A. Smith. Let's call you Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith. Let's see here. The Japanese physical copy of I Am Setsuna will convert over to English. Yeah, it's in English. Yeah, it's in English. Shoutouts to Red Dot 4. Hitting us with that Katone. Thank you so much, homie. Do appreciate that. Build up the Fire Nation strong. Compound. I live in Europe, so it was 35 euros in my local store. Okay. 35. Okay, got it. I didn't like Shadowrun. Don't kill me. I mean, not everyone likes Shadowrun on the Super Nintendo. When I played it on the Super Nintendo, I didn't like it either. I didn't know what the heck was going on with that game. I didn't like it at all. Dragon Ball Origins. Yeah. Screaming A. Smith. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Mario Chalmers. I can't believe this. Sorry, I got a hiccup as soon as I do my Steve. LeBron James. LeBron James. Would you play a Naruto turn-based RPG? Yeah, I actually played a Naruto turn-based RPG on the smartphones. It's pretty good. I like it. J2 Blue. You can only get a physical copy of Lost Sphere from the Square Enix website. Some people are, I guess in Europe, some people are saying they can get it from their local stores or something like that. PlayerEssence, Final Fantasy Tactics or Chrono Trigger Remake for Nintendo Switch if you just want to choose. Personally, I prefer Final Fantasy Tactics. Chrono Trigger Remake. It's not even close. Chrono Trigger Remake. Shadowrun is better on the Sega Genesis. Okay, is that what it is? Okay. I did enjoy Dragon Ball action RPGs in the GBA as well. Remakes would be cool. Oh yeah, like the Legacy of Goku and all that. Yeah, I thought they were okay. But if there was one Dragon Ball Z game, I'd like to have like Dragon Ball Z game that's made by Monolith Soft. Actually made a Dragon Ball Z game on the DS. I think, what is it called? I forgot what it's called, but I have it and I played the heck out of it. It's a turn-based RPG made by Monolith Soft, and it's really good. It's super good on the DS. Forgot what it's called though, but I have it and it's really good. And if you can get that game, get it. It's really good. Really, I'd like to see that game be remade. Gladius GDIC. Never played SteamWorld series until the Switch. I love SteamWorld Dig 2 and Heist. Do you recommend the first one since it will be out soon? I mean, yeah, I'd recommend it if you just want to see the origins of Rusty. You know, you're not gonna get better gameplay though. Like SteamWorld Dig 2 is much better than SteamWorld Dig 1. Like, here's 1, here's 2. You know, so it's up to you, but. I mean, if you just want to, like, if you want to see the story, I mean, you're still gonna enjoy it. It's a SteamWorld game, right? So it's like SteamWorld Dig 2, but just not as good. You know, that's really what it is. So, Star Ocean 2 remake, yeah, we talked about Star Ocean remakes. Everyone just said, you know, or not everyone. I just said like, we'll see, because like Star Ocean has just been kind of like on a decline. So we'll see. If you guys have questions, let me know about your questions too. Supersonics what? Yeah, Return of the Saiyans. Yeah, something like that. Return of the Saiyans or Attack of the Saiyans, something like that. Yeah, it was really good. I liked it. Attack of the Saiyans. Okay, is it called Attack of the Saiyans? Yeah, that game is really fun. All right, chill, y'all. Gotta go. All right, take it easy, some person. Some person's gotta go. Shout out to all the follows over there at the Twitch Nation. Fire Nation over there on Twitch. Yeah, I'm a pro at Splatoon 2. All right, take it easy, man. Pro status, let's go. Oh, DBZ Supersonic Warriors. Yeah, that's like a 2D fighting game on there. Okay. Yeah, that's really good too. That's really good. Shoutouts to Maurice Parker with the $1 pledge via Patreon. Thank you so much, Maurice. And you know when someone pledges on Patreon, I'm
really feeling it.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate that pledge. Let me lead up. I do appreciate that, and thank you so much, man. If you want me to add you in as far as the friends list, just make sure you put your friend code in the Patreon. Put it anywhere there, on a comment on one of my posts, and I'll be more than happy to add you in, man. Thank you so much. What's up, Solar7? How's it going, man? OG, are there any classic Sega franchises you would like to be brought back, like Streets of Rage? Yeah, Streets of Rage 2, Vector Man, Aladdin, the original Aladdin on the Sega Genesis, but like make it into like an RPG. So like Aladdin on the Sega Genesis, make it into an RPG. Streets of Rage 2, Comic Zone. Man, there's a lot of RPGs. Like there's just a lot of games in general. You know, a lot of games in general. Shoutouts to Joker4754 and also Ro Izzy with the $2 and $5 donation respectively. Thank you guys so much. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Last End. Okay, you got it, man. And Ro Izzy says, gotta wait for these. There's gonna be 2 of them in a row. So okay, no, I think one of them already played. Okay. Oh, never mind. Look to the stars. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hey OJ, that was me. Let us pray. Okay, that's you. Okay, just showing the support on all platforms. You're the best, Sensei. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. You didn't have to donate to tell me that though, but thank you. I do appreciate that. So, Ro Izzy, thank you, and Joker. Let's get your music going. Let's see here. All right. Last end here. It's a pretty short track. It's only 2 minutes long, so. Aladdin on the SNES or Genesis? I said Genesis. The SNES version sucks. Genesis. Breath of Fire is Capcom game. Yeah. My dream is a new Super Monkey Ball. Hopefully. J2 Blue. Hey, OJ, have you ever played Brave Fencer? Is it Musashi? I think a remake of that game could be cool. I haven't played Brave Fencer. Let me know how it is, though. Will Overwatch be at E3 or before? I don't know if Overwatch is coming at all. Gaming Sage. Oh, you're right. See how long a game being out. I forgot who made it. Conpan says the one RPG I want to see again is The Legend of Dragoon, but I think that one is from Sony first party, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Sony first party IP. L Jinx says I personally like the Super Nintendo Aladdin more. The Super Nintendo Aladdin is more of a platformer based. The Genesis Aladdin is more of an action based with small platforming parts. But just like the way that Aladdin looks on the Super Nintendo is just weird compared to the Genesis. But that's just me, you know. That's just me. Hey OJ, have you? Oh, sorry, I already read that. I went to Gamescom in Germany. It was the last day where I played the upcoming Wonder/Monster Boy. I was the first stranger who ever found the secret of Nintendo's boot. Oh, nice, man. Shoutouts, dude. I can't say that name. I'm just gonna call you PX. SPX. OJ, did you ever find out what the blast processing is? When I was a kid, I honestly thought that games move faster. So maybe that's still the case. No stupid memes. I'm not gonna fall for the dumb memes, Fire Blast Gaming. At least I'm not this time. Hayden Bennett, PlayerEssence, are you going to be getting a code for Disc Jam? Because I'm buying that game to review it. I'm starting the YouTube thing, you see, and we could get some team play going on in it. Oh, absolutely. And yes, I'll be getting a review code for Disc Jam because Disc Jam is from Evolve PR, and Evolve PR is the best, most hype, best PR company for review codes. They are so good. They email you, you put in your request. They respond right away. They're very upcoming and upfront. Evolve PR is great. So every company sign up with Evolve. Every third-party company should use Evolve PR for their promotions and everything because Evolve PR is great. They handle all sorts of games. And like they did Brawlout, they handled Brawlout. They're handling Disc Jam. Some of the new indie games that are coming out for the Switch, they're going to be handling that. They're one of the best in the business, and they're handling Disc Jam. So yes, I've already requested my copy. Because they emailed me and said, "Hey, do you want a copy of Disc Jam?" And I said, yeah. They're like, all right, here you go. You know, here's your terminal. Request it. So yes, absolutely. Anytime it's Evolve PR, I'm always doing Evolve PR, guys. So if it's Evolve, I'm down. I'm down for it. Can we get a DuckTales remaster on the Switch? Didn't DuckTales get remastered already once? So you just want that same remaster on the Switch? Is that what you want? Gotta go. It's my day off, and my wife is about to come home from work. I was supposed to be doing the dishes. Do them dishes, my guy. Do them dishes, Shunny. All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks for coming out here. I don't want to get you in trouble with your wife, man. The Genesis had a wider aspect ratio. That was the power of the blast processing. There you go. I don't know about. They didn't have a wider music ratio though. Solar 7. We should get a remake of Mario RPG, especially with the improving relations with Nintendo and Square Enix. I mean, yeah, I've talked about Mario RPG. I talked about that multiple times in this live stream. Just saying, like, I would love Mario RPG, like literally like Mario RPG, Super Mario RPG 2. It's like literally the same game as the first one. I beat Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 100% because I'm a pro. There you go. Fire Blast Gaming rip. Yeah. I hope Fortnite comes to Switch. That's probably coming. OJ, what are your thoughts on the Shinobi franchise? I liked that as a kid. I thought Shinobi on the PS1 was really cool. Hopefully they bring it back. I even played Shinobi back in the day on the Tiger Electronics. Little Tiger Electronics Shinobi. Yeah, I played it back on that too. Liked it. Conpan, PlayerEssence, do you think we will see is it Trials in the Sky port from Falcom? Trails, is it Trails or Trials? Which one? Trails? That's the Cold Steel game, right? It's hard, man, because Falcom's lame, but I think maybe eventually we'll get it. I think if Ys 8 does really well, I think we'll get it. I have a video coming up on Ys 8, so, you know, look out for that, guys. That's going to be coming probably tomorrow morning. I'll have that video for you guys. Duck Hunter for Switch. There you go. DuckTales. Woohoo! Was awesome. Win says, Nicholas Ramirez, give me some potatoes. Blast processing was the technique where you'd blast data to RAM and it could hold data faster and spit it out faster. Graphic data, that is. Absolutely. There you go. Blast processing. I'd love to see Turok on the Switch, man. That's probably coming. Chances of Paper Mario next year? Maybe not next year. Maybe the year after. Shoutouts to Tsukiyomi. Yo! Hitting us with that Tsukiyomi. Yo. That's Tsukiyomi. And you know, when someone pledges via Patreon $1 with the Tsukiyomi, I'm
really feeling it.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, man. Tsukiyomi, Tsukiyomi09 with the $1 pledge via Patreon. Thank you. And if you want me to add your friend code, just go ahead and put it down there on any of the pages or just any of the comments that I've made or articles, and I will add you into my friend code. Remember, PE Arena every Tuesday at 3:30 to 4-ish p.m. PT 6:30 to 7-ish p.m. ET every Tuesday on PlayerEssence. Where is Carmen Sandiego? I don't know where she is, but I used to play that game a lot as a kid. And on top of that, I used to watch the show as a kid as well. Carmen Sandiego was like a little mini, like, phenomenon back in the day. Like, people really loved Carmen Sandiego. Like, and I played the game a lot on my PC. It was like an educational game. You learned all the different historical landmarks, trying to find Carmen Sandiego. So yeah, man, it was interesting. It was fun. Toast says, OJ, do you think the next Zelda game will use the same Breath of the Wild Link, the Majora's Mask, but in a completely new world? Yes. No. I think the next Legend of Zelda game will be a different Link, but the same engine. What did I miss? Pretty much everything. BioShock on the Switch. That'd be dope. The music in Ys 8 trailer made my ears melt. Yeah. Ladies and gents, please buy Ys 8 on the Nintendo Switch. Not only will you have a great time, but you also show Falcom what's up with regards to Switch. Yeah, I think the proof will be in the pudding when it comes to it. I think the Falcom guy wants Ys 8 to fail. I don't think he wants it. Like, I'm not gonna say he wants it to fail, but I don't think he wants it to be like a outstanding success. I don't think I think he wants exclusive deals with Sony. That's what he wants. He wants the deals that Capcom is getting. He wants the deals that Square Enix is getting. That's what he wants. He wants that money. And in order to get that money, what do? You make games exclusive for Sony. You pander. You cater to Sony's audience. So I think the Falcom president really wants to do that. But I don't think Sony sees his games as that high of quality to where they're going to give him money for stuff. So I'm thinking, and I'm thinking that he wants Ys 8 to not do well on the Switch. So that could be the end of, you know, people crying about Falcom on Switch. But that's just me. So, I mean, if we go out there, we buy 200, 300, 400,000 copies of this, that'll shut him up pretty quickly, because that's a pretty penny into his company's wallets, you know, into their bank vault. So we'll see what happens. Nicholas, you're back. Shout outs, man. Welcome back. Yeah, Ys 8 looks great. I'm definitely going to be buying it. Panzer Dragoon Saga. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon Saga. From what I understand, that game, they lost the source code for that game. That's what someone told me on my last stream. Or one of my last streams. So they would have to, they'd have to remake the game completely from the ground up. Like, completely remake it, because the source code is gone. Too much Sony water. Man, that dude doesn't eat just Sony water, man. He's... Yikes, I cannot say that on live. I cannot say that. What am I... You got to really be careful when you're live when you say certain things. He is... I was going to say something really bad right now, and I can't say that. I really can't say that. Yeah, he's drinking a lot of Sony water. Let me just say that. Like, yikes. Jesus. OJ, calm down. Chaz Evandale says, OJ, finish taxes. Getting $883 back. My body is ready to buy a Switch games this year. Absolutely. That's a good tax return, my guy. I got a little girl, so I'm gonna be doing some Johnny Manziel. I'm gonna be doing some Johnny Manziel money when I do my taxes, my guys. I'm gonna do that Johnny Manziel, because you know the government be giving you some bank when you got kids. He drank too much Sony water, the Falcon president. Yeah. LOL PG-essence. Yeah. What I was gonna say was definitely rated M. In terms of Sony and what Falcom's trying to do, you know. So, okay, they're yelling that they're home. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have to end the live stream right now because someone's yelling in the background that they're home. So, okay. Well, why are you guys yelling? Chill. Unmuted. My daughter's home. She's here, so I'm probably gonna have to. I gotta have to go because my daughter's here. I'm gonna play with her. So yeah, life kind of gets in the way. She looks pretty tired though. Say hi, Anime. Say hi. All right, guys. So that's gonna wrap it up for this live stream. I went on a little bit longer than I thought I was gonna go. I didn't know my daughter was going to be back so soon, though. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate that. And we will see you guys for the next live stream. Bye-bye.